Perhaps it will not be a secret for anyone that the world is an extremely dirty place full of millions of bacteria. But many may be surprised to know that the dirtiest things that you touch every day, at the same time acquiring a bunch of new germs, are in everyone's house or in the most common places that we almost never clean. Today, I would like to talk about top 15 dirtiest things you touch every day. But before that, this is Jash from Health App. If you want to know more latest health facts and tips like this, be sure to go down below, press the subscribe button and the notification bell so you are always notified on my latest videos. See you after the break. Number 1. Door handle. Although modern handles are usually designed to protect against bacteria, these type of protections are not always effective. And old door handles, literally 5 to 10 years old, will be even worse in terms of spread of germs. It should be borne in mind being in any building. Number 2. Fridge handle. Let everyone answer honestly for themselves how often they clean the handles of the refrigerator. Probably never, and it would be worth doing if only because they are often infected with the same bacteria that live on poultry and pork. The reason for this is that people usually take meat out of the refrigerator, make a sandwich for themselves, and then put it back without washing their hands. Number 3. Buttons of vending machines. The next time someone uses a vending machine, he should think about the fact that he will not only swallow his beloved coffee or chocolate bar. The buttons on the machines are terribly dirty and they take a lot of food with their hands. That is, bacteria directly enter the esophagus. Number 4. Pedestrian crossing buttons. Today, many pedestrian crossings are equipped with green light buttons for pedestrians. Now, imagine for a second how many people in a day press such a button. And in a year, it was found that the buttons for the crosswalk are full of adenosine triphosphate ATP molecules that signals the presence of yeast, bacteria and mold. Number 5. ATM. Recent studies have shown that the buttons on ATMs have a very high level of bacilli and pseudomonads, two types of bacteria known for causing various diseases and diarrhea. Interestingly, these are the same bacteria that infect public toilets. Therefore, the next time someone enters their PIN code, he should imagine that he runs his hand along the rim of the toilet in a public toilet. Number 6. Toilet seat. This perhaps will not surprise anyone because a public toilet is the first thing that comes to mind when it comes to bacteria. Statistics show that even on the shiny surface of the washed toilet, there are about 50 bacteria per square centimeter. Number 7. Mobile phone. A moment of shock, the surface of a mobile phone without which almost no one today can imagine himself. It is dirtier than the toilet. The reason for this is that the phones are usually warm and there are a lot of slots on them where bacteria can hide. A recent study in the UK even found that some mobile phones could be the breeding ground of staph bacteria, which can lead to anything from skin infections to meningitis. Number 8. Latches on the inside of the door of a public toilet. While the inside of the toilet is rinsed slightly with each flush, the latch on the door it probably never gets cleaned. In fact, there is a good chance that the latch has not been disinfected since the construction of the toilet. Another reason to wash your hands. Number 9. Elevator buttons. This is also not surprising, they are pressed every day by a variety of people, while the buttons never disinfect. Number 10. Supermarket self-service scales. Many are already accustomed to self-service scales in large stores. At the same time, few people think that, like in the case of ATMs, various unpleasant gizmos literally thrive on the keyboards of electronic scales. But in supermarkets, they usually buy food, which means an increased chance of getting all these bacteria into the body. Number 11. Money. The denomination of a banknote, the more various bacteria on it. This is not surprising when you consider how often they change hands. After analyzing a random sample of a paper money, researchers at the Wright-Patterson Medical Center in Ohio found that most paper banknotes had enough bacteria to cause serious problem in a person with a weakened immune system. Number 12. Handrails of the escalator. Millions of people in the subway and shopping centers, and they all hold onto the handrails on the escalator. If you are standing steady, you should stay away from the handrails. Number 13. Keyboard. We are talking about public terminals and computers, although bacteria are enough on home PCs. Keyboards are some of the worst source of germs. Studies have even found bacteria such as Staphylococcus and E. coli on their surfaces. Number 14. Supermarket trolley. Researchers at the University of Arizona recently found that carts had more bacteria, saliva, and even feces than public toilets, telephones, and escalator handrails. For this reason, many shopping centers now offer wipes to clean the cart before entering the store. Number 15. The menu in the cafe or restaurant. Experts analyzed and found that 1 centimeter of the menu contains more than 180,000 microbes. So, the next time you should think twice about not washing your hands after touching these objects. At least you should wipe them with a damp cloth. Be healthy, be happy always. Remember to stay tuned with this channel. See you later and thanks for watching.